Hello, welcome to episode 5. And as it's the last week before the charity shops open again on Monday, I've been allowed to bring in games. So it's board games to look at this week. Partly because also they're the format least likely to come out as racist at some point. So starting with Monopoly, which I'm sure you've all got. That's the original sort of looking one. And that's 30 quid. There are now 2,500 different Monopolies you can buy, but that's sort of the original looking one. The one you can buy in the shops now is a little box and not as original basically. Next to a ball game, not about Boris Johnson's career from here on in, but Downfall. And this is the original MB edition. Now you can buy a reissue of this in the shops, but the current manufacturers have decided to make it from flimsy pieces of shit, so this is a lot more robust a version, and really something to get hold of properly there. So that's my vote. Next we have Dream Phone, which is a game, the Secret Admirer ball game where you can it's got a mobile phone in it and you can text this imaginary boy that's inside the phone. I don't really know how it works, but it's something to do. I think there's about 5 different things you can say back to you. It's not the most sophisticated of systems, but a lot of people remember it well, like it, and have asked me for it. That's £30. If you've not had enough of sorting stuff out during the lockdown, you can play this. Sort it out! And this is still sealed. And it's got all sorts of things about sorting things by length and height, and whether you get that right or not, which is very interesting. Very interesting, I'm sure. Next we have Get It Wrong to Win. Now this is quite a subversive board game. You can tell that 'cause it's got the lady in the front with her tongue slightly out. What colour is a banana? Blue. What do you spread on toast? Toothpaste. Crazy stuff like that. Seems like a forerunner of Cards Against Humanity, but not quite as out there. So probably why it's not that popular, but it still goes for 20 quid. That's about all for the board games. Just want to draw your attention to a few other things we have in this week. James Bond box set of complete films. I say complete, it only goes up to what my ex used to call Quantum of Bollocks from 2008. So, it was complete at the time. All 22 Bond films. Now, it doesn't just the all doesn't just disappear because they make more Bond films, but they have made some sense, I think, haven't they? So, in the last 12 years. And it does feature a space where you can put in the next one, which was... Skyfall, that's right, yes. So you can buy this, put your own Skyfall in, and you've got a complete collection up until whenever that came out. Popular demand, we're getting back here to Harry Potter. Now, we've got a few Harry Potter first editions here. These are the first edition hardback adult versions. So these are worth about 70 quid each. You may have these yourself. And what are the adult versions? Anyone know? Well, what they are is they're the children's versions in a different cover. So they give them more adult covers. They've got JK on the back, if you like her, and these are the first adult editions. So they are quite scarce, yes, and very collectible. And when people were on the train, people thought they were looking at reading a really serious adult book. You can tell here by the castle thing with the island for the prisoner thingy. So there we are. So you might have these at home, so I would get them out and sell them and not just hang on to them, just buy yourself some other cheap version. So there we are. So that's it for this week, really. And please ask any questions in the comments, anything you're after. I'll try and so I can enlighten you about anything. And hopefully I'll see you next week for the last episode in the current series. of A Little Around the Shop. Thank you very much.